If you're a business owner and you're investing money and or time into SEO and or Google search advertising, have you ever stopped to think about what would happen if SEO and Google ads as we know it today were to go away? How would you recover from that as a business owner when you're relying on that to bring in inquiries to your website? Now, you might think I'm being a little bit melodramatic here, but I just want to give you a bit of an insight into what's going on. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Aaron Malik. I'm from the Personal Brand Agency here in Perth, Western Australia, and I specialize in helping professional services business owners massively grow their online brand and get more customers with it. So let's think about with Google. We're so used to this. How long has Google been around? Someone goes off to Google and they search for something. So let's just use an example that you're looking for an accountant, and you're looking for an accountant that has experience with using the Xero software, which is what I use for my accounting. So we'll just do Xero accountant in something like Perth, for example. And what you're typically used to is the sponsored links at the top, and sometimes if we go down to the bottom, so we're getting up to 4 at the moment. And if we go down to the bottom, you will sometimes see multiple ones there. At the moment, I'm only seeing one. So it kind of varies from stage to stage. If we go to Bing, you'll see the same thing, similar kind of setup for the search engine. So that's the paid ads. And that's how I got my start in the digital marketing career industry, was running paid Google ads for clients, spending millions of dollars a year on this kind of stuff. Then you've got that other side of the industry with a lot of business owners, particularly professional services business owners, where they invest some money into SEO or search engine optimization. And the idea there for them is that if they can rank on page 1 of Google or Bing for a relevant search phrase or a search term that might bring them customers, then they'll potentially get business. And the main difference between paid and SEO is that with SEO, you're not paying for the advertising. You still have to invest time and money into actually creating good SEO, and it's not that easy to do, and there's a lot less control over it. But bottom line, those two things have been a stable of marketing for most businesses, whether they're in professional services or otherwise, for at least 10, probably 20 years. I don't even remember when Google started. What's changing though? And the thing that's changing, which may make this, I won't say go away, but it's certainly going to make it a lot less effective, is something called AI, or artificial intelligence. I'm sure we've all heard of ChatGPT before. And if we go to Microsoft's Bing website, ChatGPT is now built into that, except it's called Copilot. I think all of us have heard of ChatGPT by now. So the difference between something like an AI tool in a search engine versus something like this, where you've got paid ads or you've got SEO ads, is this is helping you find the place to go and get the information you're looking for. With AI, what that's trying to do is give you the answer. Instead of becoming a search engine, it becomes an answer engine. And let's just take a look. If we do a search in here, given we're looking for Xero accountants in Perth, let's just do something like, I'm just going to take a punt here, something like who are the best known use Xero, something like that. And AI search engines are going to become more and more common as time goes by. Now, at the moment, we've got ourselves your typical search scenario. We've got, it doesn't look like they've got any paid ads here, but let's just go and click on Copilot. And as I said, Copilot is essentially ChatGPT. It's just a rebrand, basically. And what it's doing is it's going to go out and start answering those questions for you. So here's the thing. At the moment, sometimes, depending on the situation, sometimes you're going to get these kind of results. They'll give you information here. Sometimes they won't. It depends on the kind of result that you're trying to optimize for. But the more easy it gets for someone to actually just find the answer in some kind of AI search tool, the less likely they are to click on a link and go and visit someone's website. And that means that as a business owner that's currently investing money into SEO and or Google Ads, you may lose that source of business if you're not careful. Now, I know Google in particular are freaking out and have been for at least a year. How do they counter this? Because this is literally going to eat into their major revenue source. Without Google advertising, particularly search ads, Google are in big trouble. And they know that, and they are struggling and still struggling to get around that and how they can continue to provide a search and an answer solution, but still monetize it with ads. It's going to be a difficult one. Bing's not so worried about it because they've never had the market share that Google's had. In Australia in particular, Bing is usually 3 to 5% of the search traffic. But nowadays, with when they had ChatGPT built into it, and now it's called Copilot, all they're looking for is to grow market share at the moment. So anything they can add on top of what they're getting is a bonus to them, and I don't think they're too stressed about not getting the ad revenue. Now, let's look at something else again. So there's a great product out there now. This has kind of become my default search engine. It's called perplexity.ai. And this is definitely an answer engine, not a search engine. And you can type similar kinds of searches in there. So let's just see what we can do. Now, I probably picked a bad example showing you something like this because, as you can see, Copilot was able to give us a few answers. Let's see what they've got. So at the moment, they've got some results there. Now, are people going to click on those links? Are they going to call them? We don't know. This is the thing. But a lot of businesses I've seen particularly where they're maybe optimizing for search terms that are more informative, they're what we might call top of the funnel topics, which the idea is to drive someone to your website where they can read a blog post or watch a video and get an answer to their question, and then you've introduced your business to them. They're going to definitely lose traffic as this kind of technology takes off, because why would you visit someone's website when you can get the answer right here? Okay. Now, at the moment, they're not monetizing Perplexity with ads. They will perhaps do that at some stage. I don't know. But I guess what I wanted to really do was just to introduce you to the start thinking about the idea, what would happen if paid search ads and SEO went away and you relied on one or both of those for your marketing. So you need to be starting to think about, what are my alternatives? Because I know absolutely for certain that Google at the moment in particular is really struggling with how best to deal with this. The volume of people going to Google and searching for information has dropped down significantly, and therefore there's less people clicking on ads because people are just going to ChatGPT or they're going to Gemini, which is Google's equivalent to that, and they're just searching for the answer right there. They don't need to leave the page. So this is going to be an issue. Hey there, just a quick update to this video after I recorded it and published it yesterday. Today I was on LinkedIn. I'd posted it on LinkedIn and Facebook and a few places, and I ran across a post I want to share with you. So just for a bit of relevance, the post on LinkedIn was written by the name of a guy by the name of Marcus Sheridan, who is the author of this book, They Ask You Answer, which is, Marcus is kind of the guru of content marketing via SEO. So he took his business from near failure to massive success. It was a pool shop business, River Pools. I'm not a pool shop, sorry, a pool installation company using SEO. So he wrote content about the terms that people were searching for, published on their website, got found in Google, etc. So he is like the #1 fan of content and using Google and that kind of stuff to get yourself seen. So if anybody's going to be bullish about SEO, it's going to be him. So this is what I ran across today. Let me just zoom in a little bit so it makes it easier for you to read. I'll just read this out. So today is the 10th of April 2024, and he posted this yesterday. So in case you missed it, Google recently said they were considering charging for internet searches with AI, yet at the same time they reiterated they had no plans for a quote-unquote ad-free search experience. Friends, we're all about to watch Google follow in the footsteps of Kodak, Blockbuster, and so many other behemoths that once owned an industry, but were eventually left behind because they refused to replace an existing business model. As I look ahead, one thing seems pretty obvious to me. The future of search is not what we see when we use Google today. It won't be a bunch of sponsored ads at the top of a page, and it won't be a bunch of organic results under that. Nope, the future of search is you getting the answer you were looking for, and that's it. No ads, no fluff, just the answer. And the reason you're getting the answer without ads is because you're paying a monthly subscription to remove all the fluff and use the power of all the information that's ever been produced at your fingertips to quickly solve your problem or need. That's AI. And that's already what we're getting with tools like ChatGPT. So although our friends at Google say they have no plans to offer an ad-free search experience, rest assured they will change their tune when consumers leave the platform. But by that point, as history has shown us time and time again, it will likely be too late. So the world leader on content around SEO is telling you that this is going to change. So I'm not just, as we Australians use a phrase, apologies if it's a bit offensive, but we say pissing in your pocket. I'm not pissing in your pocket about this. This is not some hype to scare people. This is what's coming. AI is changing it. And I said to you already in this video multiple times, Google is struggling with how to deal with this. And if at the end of the day their ad model does not work because people are not visiting their site and they're not clicking on ads, and if they're not clicking on ads, they're probably not going down to the SEO stuff as well. Their only choice to keep making money is to start charging for ad-free search. And we're going to see that kind of thing happen. So again, if you think this is going to affect you, you need to be starting to think more about it, making plans to deal with this, because this is coming and it might be sooner than I suspect in the next 1 to 2 years. How are you going to adapt? As I said to you at the beginning of this video, what would happen to your business if Google Ads and or SEO went away? If you didn't have that as an option to build your business, what would you do? So hopefully you found this useful. Definitely recommend getting a copy of Marcus's book. It's a great book. I've bought 3 copies, one for myself, and I've given 2 away to clients, etc. But at the end of the day, this is coming, like it or not. So that's it, folks. I am not lying to you here. If you'd like to look at some options, one of the ways that we help clients with this is one of the few advertising things that I don't think is going to go away anytime soon is video. And we specialize in creating video content that's designed to attract potential clients to you. And the great thing about video is that we still have ads on YouTube, which we can run because people aren't always on YouTube searching for answers. They are in some cases, but a lot of the time they're doing some research and learning things. But even better is advertising on social media, for example, Facebook/Instagram. Video ads on there are killer. They're still really cheap to run. You can get thousands of views per ad for very low sums of money, and you can build what's called a retargeting audience or a remarketing audience. If you don't know what that is, that's just when ads from a company follow you around different websites. So if you're an accountant, for example, let's say you're an accountant that specializes in Xero, we can have you on social media, so Facebook, for example, doing tips videos on how to use Xero for a small business designed to attract clients to you. You can talk about the pros and cons of it. There's all sorts. Literally, there's 100 or several hundred different topics you could come up with for just about any business. But we can use video ads, very low cost, to build an audience of people that know, like, and trust you ahead of time. And when they're ready to buy, you're the first person they call because you're the one that they've been seeing on a regular basis and they've been enjoying the content. So just think about when you go to YouTube and you find a channel or a series of videos or something that you like, you come back and you keep watching things and you get used to the brand and or the individual, the person that's on camera talking. And over time, they build that connection with you, even though you're not in real person, it's video. It's still a fantastic way to grow your personal brand. And that's what we do. Best part of all, if you don't like being on camera, perfect. We are the specialists in AI video cloning, where we can literally clone you and create a video and it looks and sounds exactly like you. So this video here and all of these videos here are me. I'll turn off the audio. That's me, but it's an AI clone of me. It's not the real thing. So you can see what I look like here. Does it look any different to you, aside from the shirt and the fact that I have my glasses on my head there instead of here? No. So if you don't like being on camera, this is perfect for you. Anyhow, if you'd like to talk more about that, reach out to us. Visit thepersonalbrand.agency, a little bit of a different website address. And I'll book a time to have a chat. Love to talk to you about it. And let's just look at some options for you, just in case your SEO and your Google advertising ends up falling off a cliff, because it's coming. I can promise you, Google is freaking out about it. They're trying not to say much, but everyone in the marketing space is aware that this is a big issue for them. Bing's not an issue at the moment because there's such low market share, but they are catching up to Google. But Google's definitely the one suffering. And if you're relying on Google, you could be in a really bad space in the next 6 or 12 or 24 months. So maybe the time to start doing something about that is now, instead of in 24 months when things go to hell in a handbasket and you suddenly have no more business coming in from the internet. All right, this is Aaron Malik from the Personal Brand Agency signing off. Catch you later and have a great day.